Anxiety is a worldwide problem. It's something that we all deal with, but there are things that we can do to help decrease our anxiety and to help us get through it. And there are things that make our anxiety worse. So I'm going to go over both those things in this video. My name's Vanessa. I'm a healer, a light worker, and I'm here to help you. Anxiety is something that none of us want to deal with. It can be debilitating, in fact. And the number one thing that you don't want to do when you're feeling anxiety, which is our natural instinct to do, is to resist the anxiety. So you all of a sudden, maybe out of nowhere, or maybe it has increased slowly throughout your day, you start to feel anxiety. And you have this fear, and you immediately resist it. But anytime we resist something, we are causing it to persist. We are causing it to grow stronger. So what we want to do is just accept that we are feeling anxiety at the moment. Anxiety is an energy like all emotions, and the more that we allow it to just pass through us without the resistance to it, the pushing away from it, and without giving it and feeding it more meaning. I have anxiety. Now I am going to have a bad day. Now I'm not going to be able to handle the things I'm supposed to do today. Now I'm not going to be able to, whatever it is that you are going to keep giving meaning to. You might even say, there's something wrong with me. So the more meaning that you feed into the anxiety, the stronger you make it, the more power you give it. So to the best of your ability, just accept that right now in your body, there is an energy of anxiety, and don't resist it. And now what you can do is do anything to relax your nervous system. So get into water if you can, take a shower, a warm bath, a foot bath, go and sit near water in the quiet. Quietness is another thing that is really going to help you. A lot of times people who have chronic anxiety are people who are constantly taking in information, constantly watching things, hearing things, constantly speaking. And they are not creating a balance in their life where they are just being, where they are not speaking, where they are not taking in information, watching this or listening to this. We have to have a balance in our life of the energy that we put out and the energy we take in, and allowing ourselves to just be. So if you have anxiety, try and quiet your mind by going to water, going into nature, drinking some water, and don't be taking in any more information. Don't be going on YouTube, don't be watching movies, watching TV, and don't be talking. Just take a minute to just be in silence, and at this time, you're going to want to challenge your fears. Ask yourself, what exactly is it that you are fearing right now? Because anxiety is fear. And the opposite of fear is empowerment. So when we get really anxiety, what is happening is we are not trusting in our ability to be in a peaceful situation, and we are feeling like we are going to be out of control and that we are going to experience something that is going to be negative. So if we go and we challenge exactly what it is we have anxiety about, and it is true that sometimes we won't know. It will just be that that energy is inside of us and we can't even exactly pinpoint it and describe it, and that's okay too. But if you can identify it, this is a great time to go in and challenge your thoughts, because you are not your thoughts. You are the observer behind the thoughts, and you can actually question your thoughts. So whatever it is that you're having anxiety about, if you can write it down, this is the other thing. So I want you to get a pen or even do it on your phone in the notes section and write down as much as you can. Just blot it out onto paper in some way. And then go back and read and see if you can identify things that are positively not happening, and see if you can identify ways that you can prove that this isn't happening. Like look out your window and see that there is nothing going on, there's nothing out of the ordinary. Focus on the present moment as well. So what is the temperature of the room? What is happening exactly right around you? And become as present in the moment as you can. Because anxiety is when we are fearful of the future. Even the present future, so it could be just minutes from now we're afraid. But if we can bring our presence to the moment and focus on something that you can see, something that you can hear, and your body, how it feels in your body at that moment. And just bring your attention to these things for as long as you can. And the more that you focus on something else besides the anxiety, so into your body, for example, see if you can feel how your blood is flowing. Imagine that your skin is the container for your body. And just focus on this fact that your skin is containing your body. Because the more that you bring your focus away from whatever it is that is giving you anxiety, or even if you don't know what's giving you anxiety, if you focus on something else, it will be impossible to completely focus on that anxiety. So we want to write things down, challenge our beliefs, put ourselves into nature, into silence, into quiet, stop taking things in, drink water, and exercise is a wonderful way to burn off those cortisol hormones. Because when we're feeling fear and anxiety, we are getting a rush of cortisol. So any type of movement that you can do two things. It can burn off the cortisol that you are receiving, and it also can redirect your attention. So try to put on something soothing. You don't want to really increase your nervous system and activate it anymore because it's already really activated. So soothing, calming music will be best for this situation. And you might want to do slow movements and get yourself moving. Go for a walk, go for a run. A swim would be the best thing, honestly. But not that that's always available to us all in that moment. And the other thing that you want to do is empower yourself. So when you are feeling anxiety, you are feeling disempowered, you are feeling like you are at the mercy of the universe. You also very likely have trust issues with the universe. You likely see the world, at least in that moment, and people who have chronic anxiety see the world as a place that is mostly bad. So I want you to take that statement and that belief, and I want you to try to get rid of it because it's not serving you. So I want you to try to seek out any information that you can, anything that you can that's going to empower you, speakers that will empower you, music that invokes you to feel empowered, because fear and being empowered are opposites. So focus and find ways that you can empower yourself. What are ways that you are in control of your life? And in what ways is your mind just spinning out of control? Because the more awareness that you bring into that fact that, okay, I'm in my house right now and nothing's going on, I don't hear anything, or maybe I hear the normal sounds of my home and I can look outside and I can see that nothing abnormal is happening. So now I can understand that there is an energy of anxiety inside of me that I am feeling that will pass through me. It will not stay with me forever. But the longer I resist it or push it down or feed it with maybe going online and watching more things that give you anxiety, like the news. So that's another thing. Completely remove yourself from the news. I would honestly stay off of Facebook because it's filled with other people who are having anxiety and now you're going to feel their anxiety. So stay off of the news, social media, take a break from that. If you are feeling anxiety or if you are a person with chronic anxiety, you might want to take a step back and remove yourself, at least for a while, from these things. And like I said, oftentimes there's a balance issue where there's a balance problem in your life where you are not making enough time to stop taking information, which is taking our life energy, and to find things that are going to give you life energy and breathe life into you. Breath work, speaking of breathing life into you, breath work is an amazing thing that you can do to calm your anxiety. And one of the things I like to do, there are tons of different breathing methods, but if you breathe in a deep belly breath, give yourself that Buddha belly, and then hold your breath for the count of 8, and then breathe out and do this at least 8 times. So you want to find things that are going to calm you in some way or redirect your attention, but whatever you do, don't feed the anxiety by going on and watching the news or connecting with other people who have anxiety problems who are going to be like, yeah, we should worry. Yeah, you're right. Like this could happen. We could all die. So you don't want to do that. So find ways to empower yourself, to quiet your mind, And know that the foods you eat also highly affect anxiety. So any food that is going to sharply rise your blood sugar and then drop it drastically can cause or does cause the fight or flight reaction in the body, just as if you were being chased by like a jaguar or something. This is unbelievable. Food is a powerful affector of our body and our mood, which our body and our mind are connected. So if you have anxiety, you're going to want to make sure that you're eating more whole foods, especially if you have chronic anxiety. Completely remove sugar from your diet if you can, and refined carbohydrates like bagels and breads and things like that. These are all going to contribute to your anxiety. And if what you want is peace, then intend on getting that for yourself and doing whatever it is that you can to achieve that. So the last thing I want to say is your intention. Intend on getting better. If you suffer from chronic anxiety, put your attention into getting better. And the worst thing that you can do is to keep identifying with the fact and speaking out loud and saying that I have an anxiety problem. I am a person who has bad anxiety. Stop saying that out loud, because what you are doing is you are connecting to that vibration and you are putting it out into the universe and you are attracting more of that. So disidentify with that altogether. Instead, change your words and say, I am healing from anxiety. I am getting better from anxiety. Change your words. Your words are powerful creators of your worlds. And like I said, try your hardest to disengage from conversations with other people about whatever's happening in the world, things that are anxiety driven and fear driven, because that is what anxiety is. It's fear. You are a powerful creator of your worlds. I love you so much. Last thing is I recommend that you read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It has powerful medicine in there for you. I love you so much, and I can't wait to connect with you soon. Thank you.